The plus is insertion. So anything you need to insert, you're going to get from the plus. Okay. The first thing is your pictures. So you can add photos. If I click on this, you're going to add a photo or video that's saved to your camera roll. Camera is if you want to take a picture of something. Record audio. So if you want your students to insert some sort of audio. So if I hit record, the sound for A is ah. So they can preview it. The sound for A is ah. And then if they like it, they'll hit insert. So this is a good way for either students to give you feedback, or when you're creating a template or something, you can insert audio and have them play it and listen to your voice. The next thing is image gallery. So an image gallery is you can have multiple images. Again, I'm going to pull from my my camera roll. So let's say that I'm doing a book about landscapes. I can add all of these pictures in an image gallery. This would be nice to have in a book, or you can have it in, like if you're doing a lab write-up, you can have all these pictures of evidence. You can change the caption. I might change this to fire, and then you'll change the caption on all the pictures. The next thing on there is drawing. If they need to do some sort of drawing in Pages, they are able to do so. We are able to use our Apple Pencil. They can also draw as well if you want them to do that, or if they have a Logitech crayon. So they can draw with their pencil if you need them to write. It's not as easy with their finger, but it is an option. Okay, so that's all the insertion on the mountains. The next one is all the shapes. If you need a text box, the text box is here where it says text. So then you can type some sort of information that they need to type. Okay. If they want to add a shape, they can add a shape. To change the color of the shape, we'll do that in just a minute. And then I'm not going to go over the tables and the graphs. I will do that in numbers because I think it lends to numbers better than a universal tool. But if you want to know about graphs, I would go to the numbers QR code. So the formatting is to format anything. So if I highlight on my letters and I want to format them, you'll go here. So here you can change the font style. You can change the font size, and you can change the font color, and you can change where you would like it to be, like the layout. You can add bulleted lists if you need to list something in bullets. So you may add bulleted lists. And that's the majority of the stuff that your students will probably use. So if we go to the shape, if you want to change the color of the shape, you go to style, and you will change the color. So here are the colors that are like default colors. If they want more, they're just going to click the arrow by fill, and they can do the preset colors. Here's more colors. There's gradient fill. They can change it, or you can have an image in the background. So if I go to change image, choose photo, and I'm going to choose that landscape again because it's already there for me. Okay, so that is all under the format that's pretty universal with all of the different Apple apps. If you're not highlighted on something or clicked on something, when you click on the format, there's nothing there. So keep in mind, you have to click on this to be able to edit any. I also wanted to show you a fun thing about shapes. So if you insert a shape that has different parts, I'm just gonna go to pizza because pizza is an easy one. So if I click on it, you see that pizza has the crust and then the part of the pizza. So let's say that I want to change the colors, but I want to change multiple colors. So what you're going to do is you're going to go up to format, and you're going to go to arrange, and you're going to go to break apart. So now I have two separate pieces. I'm going to click off of it, and I'm going to click on my crust. Now I'm going to go to the paintbrush to change the color of my crust to a brown. It's not really a brown, but that's okay. And then I'm going to change the actual pizza to a red. Okay, so now I've changed the pizza. It actually looks like pizza now. So you will want to then group them back together, because if you move it around, it's going to take them to two separate pieces. So to do that, you're going to hold a finger down on your crust and a finger down on your piece of pizza to highlight both of them. So now they're highlighted. You're going to go back to the paintbrush, and you're going to go to Arrange, and you're going to go to Group. So now it's put back together, and you may do whatever you want with it. Another tool that can be used, and I use it all the time, is called Instant Alpha. So I'm going to first add a picture. This is when you have a picture and there's a background, but you don't want the background. So I'm just going to add this Notability app because I use it multiple times. So I have this, but I don't really want that black around it. So what I will do is I will click on my app or the picture. I will go to my paintbrush, and I will go to Instant Alpha. And you're just going to kind of color or drag your finger over the part that you want to go away. And then you hit done. So now the black part is gone. So again, that is the universal tool that you may use in Pages, Numbers, and Keynote in order to get rid of anything on the app. And the very last tool that's universal is the collaboration tool. I will say that collaboration, if your kids are collaborating, they all need to be on the same version of the app. So they all need to be updated. So if it's not working, that's the first thing that you should think about. But all they need to do is hit this plus, and they will go to Mail, and they will type in the email address of their partner. Their partner will then get an email in their email. They will click on it, and then they are both working on the same document. So one can be working on one part, and the other student is going to be working on the other part.